She thought marriage was her dream, until it became her prison. What would you do if the person who promised to love you became the one who destroyed your freedom? What if the prison wasn't made of iron bars, but of marriage? Stay with me, because this true-to-life story could completely change the way you see money, relationships, and your future. Grace was only 24 years old when she married David. She believed she had found the perfect husband. He was handsome, financially stable, respected in the community, and everyone admired him. Her parents were happy. Her friends celebrated. Even Grace believed she had finally found happiness. But only 3 weeks after the wedding, everything changed. The smiles disappeared. The kindness vanished. The caring husband she knew became someone she couldn't recognize. David took away her house keys. He insisted she stop talking to friends. He discouraged her from calling her family. "You don't need anyone except me," he would say. Whenever Grace mentioned getting a job or starting a small business, David became furious. "My wife does not work. My wife stays at home. I provide everything. You don't need to know how to make money." At first, Grace thought he was simply protective. But slowly, she realized she wasn't being protected. She was being controlled. Days turned into months. Months turned into years. Her world became the four walls of the house. Every movement was questioned. Every phone call was monitored. Every opinion was silenced. Whenever she asked for money, David reminded her that she owned nothing. "This house is mine. My money is mine. You survive because of me." But one evening, everything changed. While David was away on a business trip, Grace secretly used her phone. She joined an online community for women. There she met another woman named Sarah. Sarah listened patiently to Grace's story. Instead of feeling sorry for her, Sarah asked one simple question. "Grace, if tomorrow your husband left you, how would you survive?" Grace couldn't answer. Sarah smiled and said, "You don't need permission to learn. You only need a phone, internet, and the willingness to change your life." Those words stayed in Grace's heart. The following morning, while David believed she was cleaning the house, Grace started learning secretly. Every free minute became a classroom. She watched training videos. She attended online mentorship sessions. She learned digital skills. Sometimes she failed. Sometimes she cried because nothing made sense, but she refused to quit. Weeks became months. Little by little, everything began to click. Then Sarah introduced her to something called affiliate marketing. Grace was shocked. "You mean companies can pay me for recommending products that help people?" Sarah nodded. "Yes. You don't need to own a product. You simply learn how to promote valuable products online, and when people buy through your special link, you earn a commission." Grace worked quietly. No office, no shop, no expensive equipment, just her phone, her determination, and the knowledge she was learning every single day. Her first commission was small. She celebrated like she had won the lottery. The second month was better. The third month was even bigger. She didn't stop learning. She improved her marketing. She understood content creation. She learned how to attract customers ethically. She kept growing. Within 2 years, Grace had built multiple income streams through affiliate marketing and reinvested her profits into other businesses. She eventually opened her own supermarket and became a respected entrepreneur in her city. Ironically, David still believed she was completely dependent on him. Then, one day, after another argument, he shouted, "Get out of my house! You own nothing!" Grace quietly packed a single suitcase. She smiled, not because she was homeless, but because she already owned a successful business. She had savings, employees, investments, and a future that no one could take away. Months later, David walked into one of the biggest supermarkets in town. He looked up at the giant sign above the entrance. It read, "Grace Supermarket." He stood frozen. The woman he once called useless had become successful without his permission. The woman he tried to imprison had built her own freedom. Lesson: never allow anyone to control your future by controlling your ability to earn. A skill can change your life. Knowledge can restore your confidence. And one decision today can completely rewrite your tomorrow. If you're wondering where Grace learned the same affiliate marketing skills that changed her life, I've placed the training link in the description and the pinned comment below this video. Take action today. Your story could be the next success story. And if you enjoyed this story, tap the channel name, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and follow Africa Entrepreneur for more inspiring African success stories.